What's key is that you understand what your focus is right now. So I'm going to keep this real brief, okay? If at the moment you do not have a sales goal, you don't have a marketing goal, you're not clear on what you should be promoting, when, to whom you should be promoting, or, how often you should be promoting, that's something you need to address. The what, the why, the how, the when, the where, okay? And they're all just as important, okay? So, good evening, how are you doing? So, get clear, all right, on why you're going to be promoting certain things and when. That's super important. That's basically what your marketing plan is. We don't need to overcomplicate this. And also, I want you to get clear on your mission. Like, why are you doing this? Why is it so important? Perhaps you've got certain things you want to achieve by a certain deadline. Perhaps you have certain outcomes that you want to see by a certain time. Get clear in your mind so you've got a goal. I know from a personal experience of trying to lose weight and doing different things I've been trying to do throughout the year. If you don't keep reminding yourself of that motivational reason why you're doing what you're doing, you can easily fall off. So I'll say to those of you that are in business who do fall off occasionally, do you have a goal you're working towards? Are you clear on what that is? Are you reminding yourself of what that is? Hey, how you doing? Are you revisiting it? Because sometimes our goalposts can shift, right? So if you want to lose 3 stone, if you want to lose 1 stone, if you want to do 10 posts a week on social media, if you want to do 1 post a week, your goalpost may shift. Similarly, let me just remind you, when I talk about what are you doing, I'm not just talking about online. I'm talking about offline as well. I'm also talking about you making sure that you have thought about your time and your resources and your budget. What are we doing? Let me know in the comments. What are we doing? So I'm going to very briefly, good evening. I'm going to very briefly just share something here. And I hope everybody is well. I'm going to very briefly share something. Because the thing is, I think a lot of us feel confused and feel overwhelmed about what we're doing because we are trying to do too much. Would you agree? Those of you that have worked with me on and off over the years, or those of you that are working with me for now, you will know that I am very passionate about reducing overwhelm. And you will also know that when it comes to reducing overwhelm, one of the things I am very hot on is making sure you're clear on what you're doing and why. Sometimes what we're doing doesn't even make sense. Evening, Queen. Sometimes what we're doing doesn't even make sense, in the sense of we will be posting online every 5 minutes. We'll be showing up at all these events. We'll be doing exhibitions. We're doing the most. But actually, we haven't thought about our main goal. We haven't actually thought about why we're doing it. So remember, I'm asking you to revisit. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Where are you doing it? When are you doing it? And to whom, right? Target audience, massive deal for me. A lot of you are speaking to the wrong people. So you're not able to sell products. You're not able to get referrals that you want. The quality leads are not coming in because unfortunately you haven't reviewed what you're doing. Yeah? You haven't looked at the last few sales over the last year. You haven't actually qualified whether or not the people that are buying from you or emailing you for information are the types of people you even want investing in your business. So when I'm saying what are you doing, I'm talking about audience, I'm talking about timings, I'm talking about resources, budget, money, right? I'm talking about implementation and execution, not just consumption. Because some of us will sit down and consume 15 videos a week, download all the swipe files on workbooks going, and unfortunately nothing's happening for us. So I want you to get clear, okay? And this is not going to be a long video. If you're enjoying the content so far, let me know in the comments with a thumbs up. If you want to get clear on what you're doing, or you want to get better results by getting clear on what you're doing, let's have a conversation. It's not that hard to understand whether or not sales are coming in, because you can see it on your bottom line. Most of us will lie to ourselves and kind of pretend, right? I know of many people that have social media pages that are active. When I say active, they're posting 2-3 times a week plus, and there's no sales coming in. And to me, that makes no sense. To me, it doesn't make sense for you to be online every day, scrolling, yeah? And posting. If that's all you're doing, you haven't thought about other marketing tactics, and you've never seen a sale yet. That doesn't make any sense. So let's get clear, yeah? Set yourself some marketing goals, hopefully aligned to some kind of sales target. Let's also make sure that you're mindful of how you're going to spend your time and allocate your time or block out time to do stuff. And then finally, make sure you've got some kind of plan. I don't care if it's a templated plan, bullet points that you put on your fridge, reminders in your phone. You need to know when you're doing what, when, how, where, and why. And the why bit is really important. And I'll revisit what I said at the start. Understand why you're doing this. If you want your business to grow, it will not grow by you hiding away behind a screen. It will not grow by you posting occasionally, surfacing here, there, and everywhere and being inconsistent. It's not going to grow. You need to have consistency and routine coupled in with some good habits. Sometimes all it will take is 30 days of you doing that to see the results, if you work with me anyway, before you're convinced that you need to continually do it. Good evening. So give some thought to what you're doing and how you're doing it. If you are not seeing results in terms of your sales, if you are not seeing results in terms of engagement, if clients are calling you and they're interested, but then by the time you finish that call or you've had that face-to-face meeting, they are not interested at all, you need to understand why that's happening. That's part of the marketing review that you should be doing in your business at least quarterly, right? So my question to you is, what are you doing? Let me know in the comments if you have any offers on. Let me know in the comments if you have a link that people need to be aware of. Let me know in the comments if you're promoting something. But if you do not have a link, if you do not have an offer, if you are unclear on what you're doing, then book in some time to speak with me. There are evening sessions available. There are weekend sessions available. And I would encourage you, just send me a direct message on this page. I'm going to put it here now in the link, in the comments. I'll put it in as a pinned comment. Message me. Lou will pick it up. Lou will respond. She may even call you if there's anything that's not clear to her. But get clear on what you're doing, because it doesn't make sense us rolling in to 2023 not knowing what we're doing. All right, so let's get some clarity. That's the link there for you to message me. I don't take DMs via this page, but I thought I'd come here and just share with some of you who may be stuck. Pinned comment is there. That's the link you need to direct message. All right. So budget setting, clarity on your marketing goals. What are you selling to whom? How are you going to sell it? What are you going to sell in terms of like packages if you have that? And I'm not talking about discounts. I'm just talking about some kind of promotional offer. Yeah. Think about that. And if you're stuck, send me a DM and I'll be sure to get back to you personally. Evening and weekend one-to-ones are available. And as many of you will know, I have a coaching community and training resources, etc., if you need that kind of support.